Christmas is 10 days away. Whew. There is a lot going on and it is really easy to get overwhelmed. Well, it's easy for me. Mostly because I try to do all the traditions and all the things and all the baking and all the crafts and make it as magical as possible. I swear you can see tinsel glittering in the air. And this is the time when I really start to burn out and get overwhelmed, and a couple times I've even gotten sick. Not good. So this year I've decided to go super low effort, low stress. Basically, I've narrowed down all my traditions into things that do not take a lot of extra effort, but really bring the magic. I want to share those with you. Hopefully you can adopt some of them for your family, or if you're just having a tired day, you know, these are some really easy go-to activities that you can do with your family around the holidays. Number one, and this has got to be the most low effort activity, but for me personally, I love it. It's a tradition I've always had. It's watching Christmas movies. And yeah, I know you're probably thinking, I already do that. It's super simple, but you know, there's ways you can make it really magical without putting in a lot of effort and stressing too much. Maybe you make some hot chocolate, cuddle up under a blanket, or you know, if you have kids, you can take it up a notch and throw all the blankets on the floor and make a little fort, watch a movie by your Christmas tree, all kinds of ways to make it really magical. Let me know in the comments if you have a Christmas movie you like to watch every single year. My personal favorites really give it away that I'm a kid of the 90s. I love the Santa Claus, I love the Grinch. Home Alone is probably my all-time favorite movie, and when I was a child, it was our only VHS tape, and I've probably seen it at least 100 times or more. Okay, so the next one is slightly more effort, but still really doesn't cost a lot, super easy, and really brings the magic. Number two is driving around to look at Christmas lights. Some people in my town go all out, and my kids absolutely love driving around and looking at the lights. We play Christmas music on the radio. We often stop and pick up a hot chocolate at a drive-thru. Again, super low effort, and we can pass the same house, you know, 2 or 3 times, and they just go crazy. They absolutely love it. It feels like a really fun family tradition. We'll do this usually at least 2 or 3 times in December, you know, just on kind of cold nights when we just don't really feel like doing anything else, or everyone's a little bit tired. Bundle everyone up, get in the car, and we just drive around. Number 3, this is a big one if you live in northern climates where it's really cold, but up here in Canada, we love to have an outdoor bonfire at Christmas time. We often have hot chocolate or roast hot dogs, but a big bonfire, it's usually dark out by like 4 p.m. here, and so we have a big bonfire. It's tons of fun. If having an outdoor fire really doesn't work where you live, you could have an inside fire if you have a fireplace, or even just turn on the fireplace channel, cuddle up with a blanket and a hot chocolate, and just get into that hygge vibe. If you watch my friend Diane in Denmark, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Number 4, so when I was growing up, we didn't do a lot of baking. Just my mom wasn't into it. I'm not really into it now, so I totally get it. But around the holidays, she always baked cookies with us, and it always brings back really wonderful memories of Christmas and being with her and spending time together. So I really try to make an effort to bake with my children. If you're not an avid baker though, I do recommend choosing a really simple recipe, keeping it really easy for yourself, low mess, low stress. There's no reason to break out the big guns and all the crazy stuff so that you just feel overwhelmed and like in a big mess at the end. My all-time favorite recipe for Christmas cookies is the Canada cornstarch cookie recipe. Put your hand up if you know this recipe. It's on the box, so I don't even have to keep track of it. I just buy a new box of Canada cornstarch every year and I can make the recipe. I'll link to the recipe below. You don't need the Canada cornstarch brand to make it. Any cornstarch will work, and it honestly turns out really great and is so easy. All right, number 5, and you might call me old-fashioned, but I really love singing Christmas carols. So having a Christmas carol sing-along is my number 5 super easy tradition. If you have somebody in your family that can play an instrument like piano or guitar, maybe you can really get into it, or maybe just turn some music on the radio or on YouTube and you can just sing along with it. My kids love singing Christmas carols. So we sing this Canadian version of 12 Days of Christmas. They go wild. They sing 5 Stanley Cups with as much joy and exuberance as you can imagine.
Stanley Cup.
It's a blast. So it's super easy sing-along, even while you do the dishes. Put on some Christmas music, get into the spirit, and bring the magic with low effort. Number 6, reading Christmas books. I do this one with my kids, but you could do it on your own too. I like to keep all of our Christmas books separate. I keep them away with our Christmas decorations, and I pull them out on December 1st. My kids absolutely love it, and our collection has really grown. I grab a few new books every year at the thrift store. You know I love my thrift store books, and we really have this beautiful collection. Some of them are gorgeous, big pop-up books, or just really old ones, kind of antique-y books, and then of course classics like How the Grinch Stole Christmas. It's become a tradition for my family, which is fun because I like making new traditions with my new little family, and I really hope that when my kids look back on our Christmases, they remember December 1st we decorated our tree and I brought out the Christmas books, and then we'd cuddle up and read some of them together. It's just a really magical, special time for us. All right, number 7, and this one might sound a little bit odd, but it is one of my all-time favorite memories from Christmas when I was a kid growing up, and it's laying underneath the Christmas tree when it's all lit up first thing in the morning. And because it was really special for me, I showed my kids how to do it, and now we lay under the Christmas tree all the time, and it's become this really fun little Christmas tradition. And even though it looks a little bit weird, it really is super magical. So if you have a Christmas tree, no one's watching, go climb underneath, look up through the bottom branches, and you'll see just how magical it is. Number 8, Christmas markets. I love going to the Christmas markets. There are so many beautiful handmade artisan goods that you can shop for around Christmas time. And I mean, you can spend a lot of money at the markets, but it's so nice to know that when you buy gifts that are handmade and locally made usually, that you're supporting local people and giving back to your community. But I really find, even if I don't spend a lot of money, just going to the Christmas markets really gets me in the holiday spirit. There's always, you know, music playing, and they always smell amazing. And it's always really fun just to get together with a friend for an afternoon of Christmas market shopping. One of my biggest dreams in life is to go to Germany at Christmas time just for the Christmas markets. I've heard they are legendary, and it's on my bucket list. One day it's gonna happen. Number 9, and if you live where there's snow, this one's easy, but if you don't, you might have to do a little bit of research. But number 9 is getting out and playing in the snow. At Christmas time, we love to get outside and go skiing, build snowmen, go sledding, and go skating, do all kinds of things that are winter related. I do live in Canada, so that makes it really easy, but if you don't live somewhere where there's snow, go to your local ice rink, lace on a pair of skates, and don't forget to have hot chocolate afterwards. It really makes the whole experience feel special. Number 10, and this one is going to bring the biggest surge of holiday spirit and a huge smile to your face. Giving back to your community. There are so many people in everyone's communities who need a little bit of extra help around the holidays, and it's really easy to give back. If you're short on money, you can donate your time, spend an afternoon at a shelter or at a kitchen or even at the animal shelter. You can collect food for the food bank, even just go to your kitchen and pick out a few things that you know you're not gonna use. Or you can buy a toy for a toy drive that goes towards a family that maybe doesn't have extra money around the holidays for gifts. There are so many ways to help and give back, and for me, this is the #1 way to feel the magic of Christmas and really bring that spirit alive. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a low stress, slow Christmas. Adopt some of these traditions for your family and take it easy over the holidays. They're meant to be fun. I will talk to you very soon. Have a very safe and Merry Christmas.
Here's Minnie. I got Minnie, Mickey, and Goofy.
Let's see. Oh my gosh, those are so fun.
Here's